Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a little more of a sit-down talking video because I've realised that since doing my bodybuilding shows, I've not actually sat down and told you how I found it and afterwards what I'm doing now post-show and what I'm doing going forward. So today's video will be like I'll take you through my new workout program, which is a push day we're doing today. I'll also talk a little bit about the past, present and future. Past being how I found the show, what I did expect and what I didn't expect, what surprised me in terms of prep. Present in terms of my training, my reverse dieting and coach. And in the future, my competition plans and what I'm doing going forward. And when's my next competition. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it.
Do you dare to follow me down? Head into the unknown, down the rabbit hole, where it stops, no one knows.
About the bad stuff, let's talk about the good stuff. I think I can safely say that I thoroughly enjoyed the experience overall. Don't get me wrong, as I said earlier, it was really tough, but there were a lot of things to enjoy. One is challenging yourself, the endorphins you get from completing each day, because each day is so hard. It's like you get the feeling like, you know the feeling, the endorphins that you get after a really long run? You kind of get that at the end of each day because you kind of achieved, when you're taking it day by day because each day is so hard, each day in itself is an achievement. The other thing is every day when you check in or every day when you take faster check-in shots or physique shots, every time you get a new line somewhere on your body, it just lights up a smile on your face because that's exactly what you're aiming for, and you're seeing the results. And it's a very special feeling, especially because you know that you put in the work and it's happening to you. And thirdly, overall it's a very enjoyable experience for me because you never truly know what you can achieve until you push yourself towards your limit and then you try and go past it. Because what you thought was your limit, might not be your limit, because loads of people, I think, underestimate what they can do and what they can achieve, not just in bodybuilding or physique-wise, but in life in general, me included in other aspects as well, because again, I'm not special. But also, on top of that, you underestimate your limit, but also your limit grows as time goes on, right? As you grow as a human and you get older and as time passes, as you grow older, you learn more, you got more knowledge, you mature, and your limit increases year by year. Or at least that's what should be happening anyways, because you're always trying to improve yourself. So what you thought was your limit a couple years ago might not be your limit anymore. And that's exactly what I'm doing now, right? I pushed myself to the limit, exceeded it during this prep, but in 2, 3, 4, 5 years' time, I'm going to be able to do better because my limit would have now increased, my capability would have increased. So to know that where your true limit is and how much further it can go is very exciting and very rewarding as well. moving on to the present. What am I doing now? Let me go through my training first. So I have a new split. Actually, no, let me make a big announcement first. The context for this new split and diet. It's confirmed. Here we go, Fabrizio Romano. I have a new coach. I am now working with Lewis from Team Pro Coach. Yeah, it's nothing against Alex. Obviously, we're boys. We know each other from school. We're still boys. It's purely a matter of it's purely down to the realization that ultimately I don't want to do this forever. So what that means is actually I've got a limited amount of chances left to compete. If I think about how old I am now and when I want to start a family with my girlfriend, I don't actually have that many times left. Bearing in mind, I don't want to compete every year as well. Because in my opinion, what a lot of naturals make the mistake of is that they become serial competitors. Unless you're already very advanced in your physique, that you don't really need to grow that much, or you're a genetic freak, that you just put on mass so easily. As naturals, we kind of need time to grow. Time is our enemy. And I want at least a couple years in between shows and seasons so that each show I can actually make improvements, you know? So with that in mind, that I want a couple years gap in between, I only really have max 2 more chances, 2 more seasons to compete. If I only have 2 more seasons to compete, I want to make sure that each of those 2 times, every season I step on stage, there is zero doubt that I could have brought a better package, and there is zero doubt that I would have peaked better, because there's not that many chances left. I have to make every shot count. Naturally, because of that, I'll be going with, Team Pro Coach, one of the most experienced coaches in the country. So again, nothing against Alex. He's absolutely handheld me through my first ever prep. In fact, I would say that his commitment and response time and everything was the thing that kind of got me through prep, especially with the corporate job. It's actually really, really hard to balance it. But now that I've had that experience, I need to switch to Team Pro Coach. So that's a big announcement. So, Lewis, perfect so far. Looking forward to big off season and then bring something completely night and day difference between the next shows and the ones that have just happened. Now back to training. New coach, new training split. Still 5 days a week, but we are now doing push days on Friday, pull on Saturday, legs on Sunday, and then Monday off, so I'm doing cardio on Monday, push day again on Tuesday, which is today, and then Wednesday we're doing legs and pull, so a posterior chain day. So, following on from the fact that I just mentioned we're going to be in a surplus for 15 months. Future. What that means is, as you know, 15 months in the surplus, I'm not going to be competing in 2025. Ooh. I just need to grow and I need time because I don't want to take any anabolics and stuff, or SARMs, or hormones. So time is basically what I need. So 2026 is, at the moment, the current plan. I'll be competing again in 2026. Not too long of a wait, only like a couple Christmas away, one of them being this month when it comes out. So not too long of a wait. But it's exciting. I can't wait to be back on stage. But it's one of those things where, like, on the one hand, I can't wait because I loved it and I enjoyed the stage, enjoy putting the effort in. On the other hand, I don't want to step back on stage again if I'm just going to turn up with the exact same package, because it's not going to be rewarding, right, if you don't actually make significant improvements.
So that's my competitive plans going forward. What am I going to do between now and 2026 show day? Focus on being in the surplus and growing, packing on muscle mass. So judges' feedback and the new coach Lewis's feedback actually align quite well, so that's a good sign. Glutes, hamstrings. This is barring conditioning, because we know condition has to improve regardless, and we know that it will. So other than that, glutes and hamstrings need to be in more, grow more, but also the top line. So here, especially on the side shots, it just needs more mass to appear denser and thicker. Now, if I'm completely honest, partly our top line was a bit weak because we did lose some muscle this prep. But regardless of that, even if we didn't, we just needed more anyways. So that's going to be my priority going forward between now and 2026 show day. Improve top line, improve glutes, improve hamstrings, but also grow everywhere. And that brings me on to my next point. Ultimately, no one wants to be a novice competitor their whole lives. I don't want to be competing in novice my whole life either. This season, my first season, has been a real eye-opening experience for me in terms of the level of open class guys. So the amount of mass I need to pack on, going to be training pretty intense. Not only top line, but I need to grow everywhere. And then proportionally, a slight bias to the top line as well. We'll just need to grow and everywhere with a slight bias to the top line. Hopefully after, in like 8 months, 10 months, it would have caught up and then changes would be made. But as usual, I'll keep updating you guys on my reverse dieting journey, and then I'll keep you all updated as well as I go through my big growth phase, and you'll see me packing on mass. So that'll be exciting. Also, I am going to Japan and Hong Kong for 3 weeks in total in April and May. So hopefully by then, I'll be a chunky boy, and you know, when I'm in Asia, I actually look wham, as opposed to now, where I just look like a skinny Asian where there's plenty of them anywhere, so fingers crossed. But yeah, that's my new push day. It's my new training split. As time goes on, I'll take you through my other days as well. But as usual, thank you for tuning in. I hope you like this video, the past, the present, and the future. That's one. And I'll see you guys next time.